You ever love and hate something at the same time? I have that situation with watch straps. I love new watch strap day. Everybody loves new watch strap day because you get to put a new cool strap on your old school wristwatch. But I also hate new watch strap day, and that's because of this little reason. Look at this. Boing, boing. It's solid as a rock. And this is not a cheap watch strap. This is actually a pretty decent watch strap from Richie. It's a great little watch strap. Now, here's an example. Look at this guy. This is my old glycine watch that I have had for like 100 years. Just kidding. I've only had it for like maybe 8 years. But look at that natural curvature in that strap. Look at that. Look at that curve. Do you know why it has that curve? Because I've been breaking it in for 8 years wearing this watch, giving it that curve, using my wrist as the template to give it its beautiful curve so it confines to my wrist in the most comfortable way possible and imaginable. It is a virtual cornucopia of comfort on my wrist now. But you can achieve the same thing. So I'm going to show you a little way how you can achieve the same thing, a nice comfortable wrist strap, without having to go nuts and wear it for 8 years and have that whole, between being brand new and being worn in, there's that period of where you're kind of like letting it grow into the curvature of your wrist. You know, like when you get a new haircut or a new pair of shoes and it takes a little while till you break it in. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So here we go. I'm going to show you this. Check it out. I'm going to take you guys with me to see this. All right, here we are. Grab this little guy out. And let's grab this guy. And now we have a watch and a watch case. Yes, this watch case right here, this super simple little cheap watch case is going to help you break in your new straps. And how is it going to do that? It's very simple with these guys. These little biscuits, they're hard little biscuits. They're not super hard. They're not going to hurt your watch anyway because they're kind of like velvet covered, but their shape is so much similar to a human wrist. Way more similar than those round biscuits that you see on other cases. And they're also not soft like other cases have. I'm going to show you the difference right now. This is an example of the round ones. It's not very shaped like a wrist at all. And this is an example of the other type that comes into, like, you know, most of your travel cases. This is the squishy kind. This will not do the job even though it is the right shape. It really needs to be one of these guys. These little hard guys. It's soft to the touch, but when the watch wraps around it, it makes it nice and conformed to the shape of a wrist. I can't stress this enough. So, this particular type of watch case, this ballistic style, hard watch case comes with these type of little biscuits in it. And it comes with little pockets up here to store your extra watch straps like what I have here. Look at that. It's my freaking Victorinox watch strap. I thought I lost this. So here's what you want to do. You got to take your little cushion case and you take your brand new strapped watch, the strap that you just installed on your wristwatch. By the way, this is my Pagani design watch right here. And I just got this, again, Richie watch strap, brand new. Gonna break it in. I'm gonna throw it around this little bad boy right here, and I'm gonna strap it down. Now, it's not really wanting to conform to it right now. So what I do is I kind of lay it flat a little bit on a soft surface, by the way, folks. Soft surface that's not gonna scratch up the crystal. Lay it flat and strap it down to where the watch is in the middle of the cushion. Now you might have to adjust it a few times, but basically you want it in the middle and you want to pull it a little tighter than you normally would when you just resting it in there to store the watch. You pull it a little bit tighter so that way you can really get the curves right around this breaking point. Right halfway between the bottom of the strap, really where it hits the buckle, and between the lugs, because that's where the curve of your wrist is. You want it to kind of line up with that measurement there, with that area. So on both sides, I pull the watch a little tight, just like that, See, isn't that so simple? It's like when Martha Stewart's making a cake and she's trying to tell you simply how you mix the eggs in and this and that. I don't know what I'm saying.
You're so dumb.
I tightened it a little bit tight so that way it really kind of puts a bend on those sides of the watch. Now what you want to do is you want to give it a little bit of heat. You want to let it warm up. So you might want to put it in a window seal. No, not that kind of heat. Yes, this kind of heat will do just fine. Usually you can kind of just let it sit there however you want on the window seal. This is just fine. Perfect amount of heat in this little area. Just for a few hours, maybe a day. Don't let it sit there more than a day. It's not necessary. Just one day and maybe a few hours on each side. Just kind of get it warmed up a little bit and let it break in a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but it will help get the job done. It's a little dusty over here. When's the maid coming? Now, once your watch has been nice and broken in, or even if it hasn't been, doesn't matter. You can let it sit on the little cushion, put it right back in its little case here, and let it just live there. Close the lid and put it away somewhere in a storage, a vault, wherever you put your watches in their little case. This thing protects them. So when you flip it around or move it or even carry it with a little carrying handle, they're going to stay safe, nice, and in their place inside of the case. I like this little case. It's a cheap ass case. It's not expensive and it keeps my watches looking pretty straight whenever I pull them out. Don't get the case with the squishy little cushions. Well, I mean, you can. If you want to get the case with the squishy little cushions, they're cheaper. I've noticed that the squishy little cushions tend to deteriorate over time, whereas these little hard bad boys, and again, hard ones, these little hard bad boys that have cardboard or whatever and they're wrapped in felt, they tend to last a little bit longer. But they do sell these same cases with the squishy cushions, but they usually don't have a pocket at the top. They have the squishy cushions, but I don't really like them as much. This little guy is usually less than 30 bucks. It's a great little investment to hold 10 watches. I'll put a link down below so you can find the right one. But other than that, this has just been an easy, simple way for you guys to be able to get your brand new watch straps broken in and conform to your wrist a little bit better than you having to wear it for 5 years. This can be really helpful for you folks that have like 20 or 30 watches. So yeah, hopefully you found this a little bit helpful. If you guys did, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. If you want to see another video kind of similar to this with cool watch stuff, just click right here for that video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, click up here. All right, thanks and goodbye.